Ta-da! Welcome to ibcstocks.com and thank you for watching this short video. This describes the initial 3 Apple iPhone and iPad stock trading simulation apps that we are releasing. And this video is basically to show you the apps. The first one is free. The second two are $4.99 each. And to describe why we built them, which is to test through various situations that we wanted to know in real stock trading. So first, here we are on the ibcstocks.com site, which you can visit for information. The thing that distinguishes us from all of the paper traders and the other stock trading simulations and apps out there seems to be the ability to start and stop time, to be able to go back and replay again and again the various strategies and scenarios that you're looking at. So that's the big thing. As I mentioned, we built them for testing things we wanted to know. For example, is a 10% trailing stop better or worse than a 2.4x ATR stop? Whatever that might mean to you. So we wanted to mathematically model all the complexities of an ATR, applied true range stop. So the first simulator is made up stocks, and the second two simulators basically take you into real life situations, one being of the mortgage stocks, including Fannie Mae, and the other being the oil stocks, including ExxonMobil. So without further ado, let me bring up a simulator to quickly show you the 3 apps. The first one here, IBC Stocks, is fantasy. It's made up stocks, and you can look at the stories. They're kind of amusing if you wish, and see what they are. But most importantly, this app is free and will let you make billions. Who wants to be a millionaire? Well, you can be a billionaire. Initially, we have the disclaimer, and this is important. You can look at the prices in advance and basically prepare your trades. No problem. Go ahead and look. As this is all past tense anyway. It's important for you to know we're not making any recommendations, and this will be sort of like a flight simulator for stock trading to give you some ability to get a real life feel for what it is like, that we're not recommending any one thing. You should be talking to your financial advisor about whether they're acting in a fiduciary capacity, meaning that they're actually looking out for your best interests and not actually pushing securities that they get better cuts on or free vacations and gifts. We have extensive help, and each of the different simulations has a specific section for the 4 stocks that are shown in the particular simulator. This one is for free and has the 4 stocks that are made up as we described. Funny story. So there are 4 stocks. You can buy or sell them as you wish. You basically choose a stock and choose buy, or you can choose a stock and choose short, and then go to your account screen and look at your consolidated positions. If I buy 3 or 4 lots of 100 shares each, of course, I'm going to end up with 300 or 400 shares total. And we have extensive coverage for the various stop mechanisms and the various liquidations. We can also slow down or speed up time. This is very important. As I mentioned, time is the distinguishing factor here that makes us different from paper trading. I haven't really seen this anywhere else, and we're looking for anything, even paper trading, that supports stops at all, and trailing stops that are recalculated automatically every day would be great, and ATR would be just gravy, icing on the cake. So here we have sped up time a little bit, and here we are on our account screen. I'm going to start time. Now we see our positions changing. Notice it's January 6th, January 7th, January 8th, and I'm going to stop time. Notice that we have changed prices to some degree, and we can see how much we have made or lost. This stock went from $1.72 to $3.58. And the coolest thing of all is to test your strategies for stops. So let's say that if this stock went down too quickly, we wanted to save ourselves from losing too much money. So we put in a trailing stop, in this case 10% below the current price. What does that mean? It's trading at $3.58 now. That means at $3.22. So we have a stop in there, and we can cancel it and do such things if we want. But for right now, we could watch it, and the stops are automatically recalculated. Now it's up to 390, it's up to 468. As time moves by, the stop is recalculated, which is important. We also have a profit loss screen that shows you whether it's the commissions that you've paid or whether it's the interest that you've been paid on your cash, just like a regular banking account. And then the various specific sections of the help that tell you also recommended reading and differences between the real world and the simulator. This is only play money, and you're not connected to anything. In fact, you don't interact with the outside world unless you want to send email. You can send your results to your teacher or to your club sponsor or friends and compare how you all did, which is kind of cool. So right now, I can look at my transactions, and I've done a few here, right? And I've made a little bit, but say I did really well, I could send this off. Okay, so that's the first one. The other two are more or less the same, except they cost $5 of real money to buy, and they're real stocks. So if you could make $1 billion with the pretend stocks, maybe you could make a real million in this backtesting of this simulation. This is real stock data, so that you will have probably less of a range of profitability. Once again, the disclaimer comes up. Once you accept it the first time, it won't be there anymore. It won't pop up anymore. And here we have different stocks. And we can buy and sell. We also have, as I mentioned, different help for each of the simulations, showing you the different securities that are being featured. And in the various historical prices, you can see a comparison between dates, which is kind of cool. If you wanted to know, if I had 3 days, which one of the 4 stocks would be the best to invest in? And in this case, shorting OVX would be the best because it goes down by 11% in that minor time. Also, we have charts and even more charts on the website. So this stock is about oil. The last one I want to show you is about the mortgage industry. Once again, it features 4 stocks in a universe, and these 4 are described in the help. There's a section that's specific in each simulation. These 4 stocks, Bank of America, Fannie Mae, Goldman Sachs, and the Spider, are featured, but we could put in others if you wish. So in the historical prices, then we see those stocks instead, and different charts for them. Then in the trading screen, we can now trade different stocks like Bank of America. In the help, it describes those stocks instead. And there are just different lessons to be learned depending on what section of time you're replaying. And you can read about it, as I mentioned, in these various recommended readings, as well as go onto our website and see details of the various individual simulations. So this tells you the various stories of the fantasy stocks, the basics of the mortgage scenario that we're providing, and the basics of the oil stocks. So I hope you found this useful, and we look forward to your feedback. You can send us email at admin@ivcstocks.com, or you can call us and leave a message at 202-838-6735. My name is Peter, and we look forward to your feedback and input.